The inception of vacation rentals in Washington County and throughout the nation appears to be ideal for those wanting to save a little bit of money during their short-term visits.
As far as a traveler, it's a lot cheaper for them usually because they can split the costs easier. You don't need as many rooms. You have one house, one rental that has 4 or 5 bedrooms in it instead of having to get 4 hotel rooms. Then there's the food costs. You don't have to eat the hotel's food at the hotel restaurant or eating out.
The nightly or weekly rentals also provide income for those renting them out. However, those who are in the business to make money off tourism through large hotels or motels may say short-term rentals are taking a bit of a bite out of their commercial profits.
It has been across the country a bane to hotels, a bane to motels, a bane to legitimate businesses that have said, people have the right to do with their property what they should, but in the situation of fairness and in the application of various health and safety laws, we need to relook at this.
The general manager of the newly built Best Western Settlers Point off Exit 13 in Washington City estimates that vacation rentals capture at least 10% of their business. Jordan Perry said that they need to bring to light concerns, especially when it comes to safety and being on the same playing field. He said those who rent homes short-term don't pay a transient room tax, which in turn goes back into the local community for marketing. While vacation or short-term rentals do bring in sales tax and business to the communities they stay in, there's still concern about potential fire, theft, or burglaries in single-family neighborhoods. Vacation rental owners must pay short-term rental insurance, have a safety inspection, and pay sales tax, which is usually passed on to the consumers.
So I run ones up in Iron County, not here in Washington, but I pay sales and use tax. I pay the special motel tax for Iron County. So we pay all those taxes.
Among the complaints brought up by the Washington County Deputy Attorney were those by neighbors who live next to large vacation rentals where up to 60 people can stay at one time.
And we've had a lot of single-family residents complain that they have an expectation that their zoning means something and that single-family residential means something. And they are commercial use, or at the best, a hybrid between a commercial and residential use. So we need to get a handle on that, and we need to know where we want them and how we want them regulated.
But Christensen backs his vacation rentals and believes they can be quite accommodating and that current noise ordinances can still be enforced.
You can call 911, you can call the fire department, you can call all these different people. We have noise regulations if it's a question of parties. They might be throwing a party.
Another concern brought up is the impact on the number of longer-term rentals available in our housing market.
Whoever's short-term renting their accessory dwelling unit, that's now not going to be rented to a student or a small family or somebody who's here, just for a year.
Washington County Commissioners agreed to place a 6-month pause or moratorium on future permits, hoping to investigate the issue further.
Vacation rentals are not, they don't bring in crime and stuff. Most people that come and rent them are good citizens. But these massive homes with advertising, like I said, up to 60 people to rent, we've got to somehow bring that back down to where we can protect the property rights on both sides of the fence.
While the pause in issuing new developments won't affect current rentals or those already established in area cities that have their own rules, it will be placed upon unincorporated areas in the county.
So what we're asking for is just a pause button on all new applications. This only applies to new applications. It doesn't apply to ones that are existing.
Most cities like St. George, Ivins, and Santa Clara have zone-specific locations just for short-term rentals, which appears to have worked out the best. However, Christensen believes that integrating the homes within residential areas allows for a better cultural experience to vacationers.
Why I love staying at them, not only managing them, I stay at them, is you get to meet people that actually live in that area. You get closer to the culture of where you're staying, And if we put them all together, then they're just hotels that are spread out, and you lose that huge benefit of them, of being able to connect with the people in the actual area that you're staying at.
Commissioners stated they will take into consideration the issues to protect property rights on both sides of the fence.
They buy a house in a neighborhood, they don't know exactly what the zoning is, but they look around and they see it, and they talk to their realtor, and they may even expect that the neighbor might change every month or every year or something. They expect that there are rentals. They just don't think they're going to change every weekend.
What I'm not comfortable with is basically building a commercial hotel in a residential zone and then just impacting. So I think we can find that balance where people who really want to run a legitimate, vacation rental, they can do that.
We need to meet the needs of homeowners, single-family residents, investors who want income properties. We're going to accommodate everybody. Visitors who want short-term rentals, and single-family residents.
I think it is the wave of the future. It's a lot of people travel this way, and it just keeps going. So.
In Washington County, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.